Hi,
Well,
Mary.
happy Friday, everyone. It's Mary Barella Cordova with Remax Revolution. I'm so excited to be here today. I have a guest, Bill Flatley with Motto Mortgage Express. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing really great. I decided to sit in front of one of the Motto Mortgage posters here at our office. For those of you that don't know anything about our Remax office, we're at Wadsworth and Hampton in Lakewood, and our agents service the entire metro area. And we're very blessed because we've added an in-house lender that's physically here in our office for our clients. And it's really been great. Our agents can come in and knock on Bill's door and say, hey, Bill, I've got a buyer with a question. What do I do? So, Bill, when one of my agents calls you, what are some of the questions that you're going to ask the agent first? Because sometimes the agent is the first person that's going to get you some information before you call the buyer.
Well, I guess I would ask, what are you looking for? What kind of products are you looking for? Are you looking for conventional FHA? Are you looking for a 30-year, 20-year, 15-year? Just sort of what the needs are.
So what if the agent has this buyer and they don't know the answer to the questions? What questions would you want the realtor to give you up front so that then when you call the client, you'll have a little bit of background?
Well, things like what is the income?
Okay, so the agent can ask what the income is. Okay.
Yeah. What is the value of the property they're looking for, or they're looking to refinance, whatever what their goal is. Really, it's about goals. It's about what does the customer want? What does the client want? Especially at this point in their life, what are they looking to do?
Right, and that's a good point. As a realtor, I always try and teach my agents that it's all about our client. And when I'm working with a buyer and they say I'm ready to buy a house, I want to have them call you and find out what price range they qualify for so that I can do a good job showing them houses. Now, when I do finally send you that email with, John Smith and his wife's information, and you give them a call, how does that go? And what do you need them to do?
Well, really, I need them to tell me what their goals are, what their plans are. What are they looking for? Are they looking to refinance? Are they looking to buy? And if they're looking to buy, what kind of property are they buying? Is it a home? Is it a townhome, a condo? And if they're looking to refinance, what their expectations are as far as rates and closing costs and terms and all that sort of thing. It's really all about the customer and about what their goals are.
Well, it's interesting. You and I are in our business, and we do this all day long. So it's easy for me to just be in that real estate world, and I already know a process, and I know the questions to ask. And you're in that loan world, so sometimes we have to slow down, and we have to really be careful to ask people very, very specific questions. So some of the things I do as a realtor is I'm going to say to my client, I love that, we're going to have you decided that you want to move up and it's time to buy a house. So you want to sell your townhouse. I just got a call yesterday from someone, and I helped them buy a townhouse 3 years ago. And she says, Mary, we want a house, and we need you to tell us what do we need to do to improve the townhouse so we can get it on the market. So I said to her, that's fantastic, how exciting, interest rates are low, but what are you guys thinking? Do you want to move into a bigger townhouse or do you want a house? And she said, no, we want a house. And I just said, great, but the first thing you need to do before I even visit is I need you to call Bill, and I need you to get him information. Because Bill isn't going to be able to tell you what interest rate you qualify for or what kind of loan you can get until he gets data. So when you send them a loan application online, what are some of the data information that is requested on that application?
Well, usually, well, name, obviously, and address that they live at currently. What's the amount of loan they're looking for? What's the term they're looking for?
But if they don't know that,
yes,
don't they first just have to give you information about income?
yes, they have to give me information about income. Yeah, I mean, essentially that's it. It's just what are they looking for, and what is their income. I have to pull credit to see where they're looking credit wise. They don't provide that to me. I pull.
And why is that important, Bill? Because a lot of people don't know the process. So sometimes they go online and they go, oh, online it says my credit is 640, so I should be fine. What's something they need to know about searching online credit? The difference between when you have to pull credit and what's the number that you have to use?
Well, oftentimes when people pull credit online, they're just pulling from one agency. And what I pull is an average of several agencies.
Okay.
To come up with a weighted average of what their credit rating is. So if they're not looking at several different credit ratings, then they're not getting the full picture.
Okay, so you can't just use the one they found online. You have
Correct.
to pull 3 different credit reports, and then you have to take the average.
Correct. Yep.
And that's important for buyers to know, that you have to take an average to be able to qualify them for their loan. So that's great information.
Yes.
And how easy is it for them to fill out the online application that you sent?
It's extremely easy. It doesn't ask for too much information. It probably takes 15 minutes to fill it out.
Oh wow. Okay. So that's cool. So tell me about interest rates. What do you think is going to happen in the future in 2021? We all know last year was a very challenging year for so many people. But the good news is the Fed kept the rate down, and we actually saw record numbers of new home ownership in our country. So what do you see, or what do you think is going to happen in 2021?
Well, that's a great question. And if I knew the answer to that, I would definitely speculate. I'd go out there and start speculating. But, I don't see it changing, at least in the short term. I see them staying low, but, they are really at record lows, and people should take advantage of it if they've got, an interest rate that's, 4% or higher. They should be looking at possibly refinancing, because rates are very low right now, and they could get lower, but not a whole heck of a lot lower. And they could get a lot higher, that's for sure. They have been a lot higher in the past. So yeah, I mean, it's been really nice having the rates this low, but I would not expect it to last forever.
And I would agree with you. I'm not sure if you're hearing that echo, but I'm sorry. There sounds like there's an echo in here. It seems like we're going to hold steady for a while. We've got to get through this COVID. We've got to get through a new transition in Washington, and the country needs as much stability as possible. So I feel strongly that for 2021, we're going to at least stay in this range, probably not go over 3.5%. But then next year, hopefully with the vaccine and the economy coming back a little bit, you never know then what the Fed might have to do to strengthen the economy. I don't know. But right now, I'm excited for a lot of my clients, and it's definitely a great time to at least reach out. So if they reach out to me first, then I'm going to send them to you so that you can kind of dial down what's going to be to their benefit. So Bill, one last question. I know sometimes I have clients that call me and they say, oh, I went online and Quicken Loans says, I can afford a $600,000 house. And I go, well, okay, that's great. Did you talk to a person? Well, no, they didn't. And did you actually submit your paperwork? Well, no, they didn't. And I try and tell them it's important to work with a person like you that they can speak to and get their information into, and then get some counsel. Your job isn't just to run numbers. If I send a client to you and you run numbers and you say, yep, they can go to $600,000 and here's their payment. I would hope you would then counsel them and talk to them about other options. You know, is that really where they want to be? What would you say to someone if they say, wow, yeah, I just might as well go to 600,000, and you kind of notice that they have a, you know, they've got a little, they're kind of pushing their debt, and, you know, maybe there's a possible job uncertainty because of COVID. What might you counsel them?
Well, you know, I let them know about loan to value ratios, you know, the limits on those. And also, you know, I just give them a lot of options. A lot of people don't know what they want when they come to me. They are just looking for something. They know they want to do something, and they don't even know what all the options are necessarily. So I run many scenarios and give them all different types of options, terms, rates, you know, different types of loans, and you know, just give them the downfalls to each and the advantages to each and the savings that they could get. So you know, so that they have all the information and they can make an informed decision.
And that's really important. And that's why I like sending people to someone like you that's going to take the time to explain, instead of a guy on Quicken that just says, yep, you can get this loan, I can do it tomorrow for you. And they're not really giving them all the information, because it's our client, the consumer, that doesn't live in the loan world every day like you do, who needs help, and they do need counsel, and sometimes they want advice. In the end, they make the decision, but you know, we're here to support them so they're successful, you know, in that goal of home ownership. So Bill, if someone wants to call you and they're listening on LinkedIn right now, and maybe it's a realtor from, you know, who knows, it's somewhere in the Denver metro area. You don't just work for agents in our office, you work for agents all over the metro. So what would a good contact number be for you?
They can call me anytime at 303-990-3518. I look forward.
Yay! And you know, if I was tech savvy, because this is my first interview doing StreamYard with another person like you, so thank you for coming. I think there's something I could type in right now and it would be your phone number, but I don't know how to do that, so I apologize. Could they also look up the name of the company you work for?
Yes, if they look up Motto Mortgage Express, they'll see my name. My name was the only one that will pop up for Lakewood, I've been told.
Oh, that's what you've been told. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I know we have a couple other loan officers that work for Motto Mortgage Express, so I'm not sure what they could say, but yay.
It could have been that I was the first that popped up. I'm not sure, but that's what I was told.
No, that's awesome. That's really wonderful. I know AJ does the metro area as well. And personally, he lives out, you know, east in the Aurora area, but we all live everywhere. And thank God we've all learned how to do Zoom and do StreamYard and these kinds of technologies because of the pandemic. And now that's enabled us to reach more and more people and help more buyers and sellers, people that need to refinance that you can help with, or they need a new home loan. And I do have a client looking at new houses as well. And I told them that, you know, you can do a home loan on a new build as well.
I can do a home loan on a new build as well as a refinance.
And how does that work? Is there any benefit to using you or to using them? Are you going to give them any kind of special deal, like, I don't know, a free appraisal? What could you throw in there for someone on a new build?
Potentially. I mean, I've been able to get appraisal waivers. So
good, because you know what? That's a competition for you. Just so you know, the new builders typically have their own lenders, and those lenders usually give some kind of incentive to the buyer so that they'll use them. And you, as a mortgage person, you know, need to know that, and that it's possible you might need to sweeten the pot for that buyer and find a way to give them something to help them come over and do the loan with you. So I like that you're flexible with that. Thank you, Bill.
Always flexible.
Yay. So thanks for being my guinea pig today. I really appreciate it. I hope you're going to have an amazing day. And is there any final words you want to say to the people out there in internet land?
Just give me a call. I'll do whatever I can for you.
Okay, what's your phone number one more time?
303-990-3518. And Mary, thank you for having me as your first caller.
Well, you're welcome. I knew that you would be the man to talk to. You've been in finance for how many years now?
Almost 40.
Almost 40 years. So you have a little bit of experience, just a little.
Yeah, just a little.
And obviously, full disclosure, I know you personally as a friend for years and years, and you're such a great person with a lot of integrity. And I know that when I send my client to you, you're going to take excellent care of them. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
All right. Have a great day. I'm going to push the button end, and everybody be well, be safe, and you always know where to reach me. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mary.